Hello, my friends. How are you doing? We are live from my office. Haven't gone live from my office in a very long time. And I just want to do a quick impromptu live. I know I didn't give any, I gave 6 minutes notice. So I'm fully expecting this to be a low attended live, but hopefully watch in replay mode, which would be great. And if you're able to stop by right now, even better. Um, I just wanted to say hello to everybody and see how everyone's doing and catch you all up on what's been going on with me really quickly. And yeah, we're getting ready today. It's there's a big storm heading to the northeast right now, the northeast of the United States. We're going to be getting a nor'easter starting late tonight, going into tomorrow and Monday. It's going to be very much. What's up, Ethel? Thank you so much for stopping by. Nice to see you stopping by. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for stopping by and for being my pals and my channel supporters and whatnot. I've been wanting to do a live lately, but time has been short. So it's been short making all the shorts and everything else that's going on. Let me know if there's any trouble hearing me. I haven't gone live from my actual computer really in a very long time. I think years. I usually just go live on my phone. But anyway, we're getting ready for a big nor'easter storm coming, which is exciting. And there's this carnival or like a fair a couple towns over. And so we're going to take the little guy over to the fair soon. So I'm going to make this pretty short today, probably 30 minutes or less. And I'm just going to head over with the little guy, let him ride a couple little rides. He's still a tiny little guy, 2.5, less than 2.5. And he is just as precious as could possibly be. All right, Ethel, thank you very much. How you doing today, Ethel? What's going on? How's Hamish? That's right. I got the name right? Thank you so much for stopping by. So anyways, the weather is turning autumnal here, which I love. I love the intermediate seasons, which I think I was joking, like that's pretty much like saying you like apples. I mean, everybody loves the mild seasons. If you don't love spring and fall, I'd be surprised. I love winter as well. I think summer is probably my least favorite season. It just gets too hot. But I do love fall when it starts to turn. And it has been an Indian summer, I think is the term. I don't know if you're still allowed to say that. But it's been pretty warm, but it's starting to get chilly. We had one night this week that was in the 40s. And I love it. We turned the heat on one night, and there's like the first night of the year. There's kind of a semi-old heating system here, and it's like crackly and making all sorts of noises, and you can just like smell the heat. Hey, Mish. That's the cutest name for a dog, actually. Anyways, I do want to chat a little bit about Sister Wives. If anybody's curious to chat, I'm happy to have a little conversation about that. I want to talk about Slippo, my man Slippo. If you don't know, funny, I use this mug every single day. So this is not, my intention was not, I was not going to wear my hat, but my wife said I had really bad morning hair. So I threw on the hat, and I'm always using this mug. So what do you call a guy like this? 3 pieces of his own merch. Oh, sorry, the mug is getting 3 pieces of his own merch for a live stream. I guess that's okay, right? Is that okay? Shameless? Is that what you would call it? Since I've gotten so this hat is a remnant of my original merch shop. And this hat is the reason why I canceled the merch shop, because myself and one supporter purchased this hat. It's a corduroy hat. It's a really nice hat. And I didn't get this hat I think it took 4 months to get this hat. And as far as I know, my supporter still has not gotten her hat. And the customer service is the worst I've ever experienced in my life. There is no chance to talk to a human. I keep saying, hey, this is my shop. You need to support customer service for my supporter. You need to refund their shipping. And I don't even know. I've tried and tried. So anyway, I have canceled this store. I don't use it anymore. I'm going to fully delete it, but I just want to make sure that I don't screw anything up. Anyway, I did get this hat, and it's nice. But I made a new hat and a whole bunch of new merch on my new merch shop. It's on a way better store. I got my mug from it. I got this shirt from it. I also got a little t-shirt for my toddler. And the shipping has been great, and the quality has been great. The shop is called Fourth Wall. So anyway, that's not really my mission today, but I have not sold a single thing on my new merch shop yet, but that's okay. It takes time, and you can't, it's fine. I'm not, anyway, a little coffee here. So Slippo the Hippo, if you don't already know, you probably do, Slippo the Hippo is my character that I'm making children's stories for now. And this is my favorite Slippo drawing ever. Kind of interesting story. This is a drawing that is in my new Slippo book, my second Slippo the Hippo book, which is called Slippo the Hippo's Pumpkin Surprise. Just came out a week and a half ago. I've sold about 8 copies so far, and it's just a cute little Halloween book. It's mostly for young children, I'd say toddlers to maybe a little bit older. I think it's really cute. The premise of the book is just basically like Slippo's getting ready to go trick or treating, and he wants to see what all of his friends' costumes are, so the children have a chance to kind of guess. So you're just like, what? You could kind of see like a little peek of the friend. What's up, ACN? Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. This is just impromptu live. Anybody gets to stop by or watch the replay, I really appreciate it. I just wanted to catch up quickly. As I said, we're heading out to a little carnival or fair. I don't know what you call it. I think I'd call it a fair. I'll take my little guy for a ride or two this morning before nap time. But I just wanted to touch base. I haven't been able to go live. So in my second Slippo the Hippo book, Slippo slips into a big pile of pumpkins, and he's trying to see what all of his friends' costumes are going to be. And I'm really proud of it. I'm already halfway through my third Slippo book. I've illustrated it. My third Slippo the Hippo book is going to be, I feel like, the true beginning of my professional children's book journey. I feel like number one was I'm really proud of my first Slippo book. It was great. And I think it's nice. And but as I look back at it, I feel like there's things I'm like the line weights from one Slippo to the next. It's sort of unprofessional, but I did my best. I put my heart into it. And my second one is great, but it's like a Halloween book. So I'm going to be making my third one, which should be out hopefully in a few weeks. And my fourth one, I'm going to do Slippo in Paris, because my family and I took a trip to see the in-laws in Paris, which was a really wonderful trip. I was reluctant to go because I don't really like to travel and stuff, but it was really nice, and it kind of inspired me. And then I'm going to do a Slippo Claus, a Christmas one. You guys have no idea. You already know how much I work on my videos. I work 7 days a week on my video, and that's morning, noon, and night. Not morning, noon, and night, but I work morning and then at night, and I film during almost every day now because I'm doing the Sister Wives, brand new season of Sister Wives, which there's so much content. I've been breaking the new episodes up into 3 parts. So it's like so much because I can't be releasing these like 15, 16-minute parodies because the average viewer, even if they love what I'm doing, the average viewer will tune out after like 5 minutes probably, even if it's like a really good parody. So I'm basically wasting content. So now I'm trying to find a way to slice and dice. And then I'm doing Special Forces: The Ultimate Test, as you guys probably know. And I actually have to film the 3rd episode. I'm going to try to squeeze that in tomorrow morning. There's just no time. There's so little time. And then my little guy will be like pounding on the door. He's probably going to start knocking on the door any minute right now. And I feel like I want to spend every second I can with him. So my point is I'm filming and editing in the morning. I'm editing at night after my little guy goes to sleep. I stay here and I work on my videos every night. And now I am working feverishly on my drawings because I have this weird thing in my head. Like I have to finish 5 books before the end of the year. 5 books before the end of the year. So I am going to do it, but that just means now in the afternoon when I'm supposed to be relaxing and having my little lunch and like watch a little bit of TV with my wife, I'm sitting there with my iPad on my lap and I have this like EMF protection screen so I don't roast my organs with all like the radiation. But I am just working nonstop and it's affecting my sleep. I think all the blue light, all the light from the screens is not good for me. I had this bright light here, which is probably half blinding me. Maybe I could turn it away a little bit. I think it won't harm things too much. Let's see what this looks like. Is this? I need a little light, right? Actually, I like the way that looks better. What do you guys think? I know no one cares. I'm okay. I'm going with no light. I've been going blind lately. No, that's too dark. Okay. I really feel like I finished my lighting sessions, and then like there's like a bright spot in my eye. Good. You guys have been liking the new stuff? Okay, so much stuff I want to catch up on. All right. As some of you guys may know, I started using a new program called Leonardo AI. It's a design program. I'm paying $12 a month for it, which is quite an expense for me right now to do it, but I'm committing to it for the year. And it's basically like, I hate to say I'm not using AI. I'll never use AI to like help me with my acting or anything like that, but it's a design program. So as you guys know, I could show you. You guys can peek over that way. Oops, this is my office. You guys have probably seen parts of it before. Sorry. Oh, I'm dropping things everywhere. Wow, I just dropped 6 things off of my head. And that's a gigantic green screen I use there. My mom gave me that green screen. So I film there, and so as you already know, green screen basically is you remove the backgrounds. I'm dropping my little exercise ball, my picture of me and my wife, my little random blue stone I got in San Diego once. Um, so what I've been doing for all these years since I've been doing the green screen videos is I remove the green and I put in I'll like took a screenshot off of the internet of like, like sometimes I'll watch Sister Wives and I'll go up to the screen of the TV and I'll take a photo of the cul-de-sac or of their house or of their living room. And then it's always terrible quality. As if you look back on my videos, it's terrible quality. And because it's pixelated when you take a photo of the screen, or if you take a screenshot off of the internet, you're not supposed to do that. So now what I'm doing, and for example, like I just posted a video today that's going to come up at noon for everybody, and it's available from members only right now. If you're in the great ones or higher tier, it's Gino from 90 Day Fiance. And so this last week of 90 Day Fiance, if you're watching that, Gino goes into the internet cafe and he types this like angry letter at Jasmine, his ex. And so I want to create kind of a continuity in all my new backgrounds. So I type into the program, I say abstract painting style. So like the whole background will have kind of like a little bit of an abstract, colorful feel. And then I say 80s dingy, outdated computer cluster with Commodore 64s and a styrofoam cup with a straw sticking out of it. And like you can really tell it like exactly what you want it to do. And it takes time. Sometimes it takes several tries, and you get like a certain number of tokens that you can use per day. And so far I have not gone over that because I'm not willing to pay any more for the service. But I'm loving my new backgrounds, and I've gotten a lot of comments. So that's to say, I'm just trying to like invest in myself, invest in the channel, and try to step up the quality a little, because I just feel like I just want these videos to be like a shiny thing for the viewer to feel like something really like nice and a nice experience, not just some helter-skelter crazy Jeff thing that's like thrown together that looks like crap. Not to say that everything has looked like crap, but I guess I feel like I'm just trying to step up the quality. So I'm really, really, really loving that. I'm enjoying those backgrounds. They're so silly. Like I did last night's video of Cody chopping wood, because Cody. So this week's episode of Sister Wives, if you guys want to chat about it at all, as you guys know, I posted the first two parts. So I did Mary speed dating and Cody chopping wood. And Sunday, assuming I can finish the edit, Lord help me, I'm going to post tomorrow the bits with Christine and David and the little doggy, and a little more stuff with Janelle, some good stuff, and like the driving in the tornado, and like what the heck, this is going to be some good stuff. There's a lot of material. I haven't even gotten into it all. Anyway, so I am, but like I'm just really enjoying it. I don't know. I'm just like, it's weird. I'm like excited about the background. Okay, bye ACN. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You have a great weekend too. Ethel, thank you. I'm glad you're liking the backgrounds and the new vids and stuff like that. You guys, I really appreciate you guys. I've said this before, but it's getting even more so now. I really feel like you guys are my friends. I have like, I don't know what the number is of really, really, really solid supportive regulars, but there's got to be maybe 8 to 12, maybe even less. But the people who comment on almost every video, and if you don't comment on some videos, I don't take offense to that. I don't. But just that you guys have stayed with me and been close and been so kind and supportive. I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, my supporters get me, and it's hard in this business to be a full-time artist and to be like floundering. And people are like, "What the hell are you doing, with your life?" And I'm like, I have to keep doing this because one day it's going to exponentially grow and it's going to pay back dividends, I hope. But anyways, I'm rambling. But the new Sister Wives, there's some funny stuff on this last week, some really good stuff, some great David stuff. I'm growing to love David more and more. I always liked David. I've never even thought anything other than that he's funny, nice guy, cool guy. I will say, without, I don't want to go too deep into this stuff, but I feel like Christine is a little questionable sometimes to me. I think Janelle, of all the members of the family, I feel like Janelle is the one who is like, you really can't diss her for anything. She's just true to herself. And I mean, we could pick her apart in the past. I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to go into it. But Christine, sometimes people are like, she's like untouchable, but I really feel that she's a character too. She's not perfect, but none of us are. So, but the way she's kind of rubbing on David more and more lately, I'm wondering if he's going to be like, what did I get myself into? But anyway, so I'll be working on that and getting the new parody. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. That's like the best thing possible to feel. So the channel has been slipping and sliding. No pun intended, Slippo. But I don't know what the heck. I'm working so hard because I feel like I'm not Sisyphus pushing the stone up the hill, but I almost feel like I got a stone on my back that I'm trying to like lift up. But like once I get it high enough, I'm hoping like gravity is released and the stone just like flies away. Because this time last year, the channel was going gangbusters. I would post a video and get regularly like over 1,000 views in a day. I'm talking about the widescreen videos, like the good ones, because the widescreen videos are the ones that actually earn like more pennies. But the shorts, the vertical ones get more views, but they earn nothing. I've talked about this before. You can get 5,000 views on a vertical short and you get like 4 cents. Not kidding. But if you get 5,000 views on a vertical or a horizontal, you can get like $5-6 depending on the content. Certain videos will pay more than others, and I haven't figured out which ones. It'll be weird. It'll be like a certain video with Robin and it will earn like more than other ones, and it's just like it's just like whatever. It's just impossible to figure it out. But I was going gangbusters this time last year, and all the way into like the winter, and then I was posting tons of Megan stuff. I mean, it's just the channel has just changed. It's just changed. I feel like I know that I'm doing as good or better content, so I'm not doubting that. But I do wonder sometimes, like if I'm hitting the wrong shows or something like that. So basically, like the number that I need to hit to stay monetized is somewhere around 323 hours per month of watch time, and I was doing way more than that. I almost got close to, I think I got close to like 1,000 a month a couple times, but now I'm at like I'm fighting, I'm pushing that stone. I'm below 300 hours a month these last month and a half, almost 2 months now. So I'm crazy. Think about it. I'm posting 7 days a week. Decent stuff, good stuff. I think good stuff. Like I never feel like, oh, that's crap. Because if I do, I'm like, I'm just going to scrap it and not do it anymore. I'm not going to post something that I don't think is good. So it's just the way of the beast. It's not anybody's fault. I don't think. It's just the way. It's just the ebbs and flows. It's the tides. It's the, maybe people are like, how many freaking new seasons of Sister Wives? We're not going to. So last week's episode, Cody and Robin licking knives. I mean, come on. That title was like very attention grabby. I did that on purpose. That video performed really well. And after 3 days, it had like around 800 views. And that was my best video I've had in the last like 4 months or 5, maybe even 6 months. So I'm just trying to keep it up, trying to keep pushing. So I'm posting almost 7 days a week right now, and I'm getting the watch time. I'm trying to keep it up because if I drop below that watch time number, I'll lose my monetization, which would really suck because then I got to not start from scratch, but I really got to find a way to do better. So anyway, you all have been amazing. It has nothing to do with any of you guys that are supporting me and watching something like this. If you're watching my live stream, you're true blue, you're golden to me. So I'm just venting and just telling about the process and where we're at. Anyway, so tomorrow I'll have a new Sister Wives out. Today I'm going to have a Gino video. I was going to do Jasmine. Jasmine is I've done Jasmine a couple times and she's really funny. I think I do her decently, but it's like I don't like doing the fake boobs and stuff like that anymore. So I'm kind of debating. I could do the lipstick and the hair, and that's funny. But I had done my Jasmines. I put these giant like balloons under my shirt, and I think I may be done with that, but we'll see. I did Yara and Jovi this week for the first time. That's a 90-day fiance couple, and that one did really poorly. But I think I will say actually, those probably one of my worst videos lately. But it's not because I've never done them before. And both of their personalities are like funny, but they're not like so like imitatable, like Jovi is just like a guy with like kind of like funny teeth. It's sort of like I have to do some work. So, and as far as Yara, she's sort of funny. She has sort of a funny like Ukrainian accent, but I wanted to throw it out there because I feel like 90 Day Fiance has a larger audience than Sister Wives and Special Forces. But I've been enjoying doing the Special Forces ones, but in case you've been following, Teresa Giudice, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Giudice or whatever, from the Housewives. She's already off the show. That was the whole season. Between Cody and Teresa were the main reasons I was going to do the Special Forces because a lot of people were like, "Oh, you have to do Teresa, you have to do this." So she's already off the show after the second episode Last week she quit. So now we're on episode 3 this week. And the second person who I'm really into doing is Jussie Smollett. I was like, oh, this is gold. I did a good one last week. That one did pretty well. Jussie's off the show now. So Jussie's off the show. Oh, you don't watch 90 Day? Yeah. It just depends on what you're into. I don't know what would be like some of your favorite TV shows that you watch. We got into 90 Day and it's sort of like trashy TV. I'm not proud to watch like all these like reality like shows, but we got into 90 Day. We watched Married at First Sight during COVID, which was kind of like, oh, it's sort of people looking for love, and it was kind of cute. I may try to parody that one in the future. I did a couple this year. They did okay. But then 90 Day Fiance was kind of like progression from that. And it's yeah, it's a funny show. You always have all these people who are like bizarre. And they all seem like, I hate to say, they're all some version of a train wreck. And I'm sure to somebody I'm a train wreck too. So that's fine. But yeah, there's just something really weird about the 90 Day Fiance. There's always like, is someone using someone else? Like, well, who's really in it for what? But the thing about the 90 Day Fiance is like, it's like a whole freaking beast. There's 90 Day Fiance. There's 90 Day Fiance the other way. There's 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. And then there's like 90 Day Fiance Last Resort. There's so many. So if I can tap into that audience on YouTube, then I really do think it can eventually make the channel grow. There's a couple channels. There's one channel particularly out there that did some 90 Day Fiance parodies that they were freaking awesome. And they blew up. They had like 400,000. There were two guys. And funny enough, just a quick aside, I can't think of their names right now, so I would plug the channel, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But they got to like 350,000 subscribers, which I would like eat a bucket of dirt for that right now. Gladly. I'll eat a freaking truckload of dirt for that right now. But the guy quit. He like basically quit. He's like, the views weren't there. The money wasn't enough, and he like quit. And he's like, I want to be a real actor. And he went out in LA and he got like his teeth done and got a nose job or something like that. And I was like, dude, I even commented on this video. I was like, you have no idea like what you have. How could you walk away? And he started doing videos again recently. Really funny guy. Michael Pavano, is that his name? I can't think off the top of my head, but he's really, really, really funny. And he does Meghan Markle too. He does a lot of the female characters on 90 Day really well. He like really goes all out. He knows how to do the make. He does like full makeup. Like he's like another type of like a different approach. But they're hilarious. They do a really good job, and they're not working together anymore. I think they like don't. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. Anyway, my point is they did 90 Day really well, and they kind of blew up. And to think, I mean, I'm not saying you'll get rich off of 300,000. If you get 300,000 subscribers with regular views, you'll be I would think that would be enough to just about cover your bills almost completely, maybe even a little more. I'm not sure. But anyway, at 3,700 subscriber, or no, 3,000, what do I have? 3,200 and something subscribers is what I have right now. And I'm averaging like just around 300 hours a month. I'm making $62 a month on my YouTube. That includes the 10 channel members I have. So if you take the 10 channel members off, that do the math. Like I'm making probably like on the ad revenue, I'm making like what, $35, $40 a month, something like that. It's crazy how little you get, but it's there for the taking if you can do it. So sorry to go on that tangent. It wasn't really my intention. So anyways, so I'm going to keep grinding on Sister Wives. I'm going to keep grinding on Special Forces, The Ultimate. I was going to say, sorry, I lost my shape. Jussie Smollett. Yeah, 3.23. Yep, that's what it is. It was going up pretty. I had gained like 10 last week, which was awesome. But there were times last year or earlier this year I was gaining like 100 a month or more. And I was like, "Ooh, we're going to do this. Is happening." But I just have to find like ingenuity. I have to find a way to like improve what I'm doing. That's why I like the backgrounds, and I just don't know. I'm just going to keep trying. It has a lot to do with my observation skills of when I watch the show and what I choose to include and the editing and everything. But I also wonder if, like Sister Wives has a limited audience. I think I don't want to say I maxed it out because look at Without a Crystal Ball and all these other like vlogging channels that have hundreds of thousands of people. I should be able to get a bigger portion of the Sister Wives fans. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe people are just turned off by a guy putting on wigs. I could totally understand that. So I can't force it. I can't force it. I am a weird commodity. I am different. I'm not just different. I am different. So anyway, but I was just to finish my thought about the special forces. So I was doing Jussie Smollett, who's this guy. If you don't know Jussie's story, he was allegedly attacked in a racially motivated beating in Chicago around the beginning of COVID. The guy, he had claimed that they were Trump supporters and they attacked him and poured bleach on him and put a noose around his neck. But it was revealed that two of his like associates who worked on the show Empire that he was on, they had been seen purchasing bleach, purchasing a noose, purchasing red baseball caps and gloves, and they were on a rideshare app, arriving to the scene of the attack, and then leaving the scene of the attack, and then another rideshare attack at the same exact time. And Jussie's phone records were shown texting them around the time of the attack, and he paid them $3,500, which he claimed later was for personal training and illegal supplements. And these two guys from Nigeria fled to Nigeria right after the attack, and later the guys confessed to doing it and orchestrating it with Jussie. But Jussie then claimed that it was all a lie and he was still attacked by racist people and whatever you want to say. I don't know the truth. I did a whole deep dive on all the facts because Jussie is on special forces and he's like, yo, people be calling me a liar. They all call me a liar. And I was like, oh my God, this guy is just gold. He's an actor. Okay. We're all freaking vain. We're all self-absorbed. We want attention, and he's falling out of favor, and he was back on there. And sadly, he's voted off. He left the show this week. So, yeah, oh God, that's good. That is beautiful. Like, I have nothing against the guy, and I'm definitely, my opinion is not based on any political leanings or anything like that. I just found the facts of that case to be really, everybody did. And I feel bad. Actually, for that reason, I'm like, well, how do I know he's lying? Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. So I went through this whole deep dive the other day, and I put my like investigator hat on, and it really does. It's hard to justify because those two brothers, like, why would they confess? There's no reason that they would confess to doing it. And the fact that they were buying the noose, the rope for the noose and the bleach, it's just like, it's impossible. It was on video. They saw them buying it the day before the attack. So the sad point, and the reason I'm going down this tangent, is Jussie left the show this week. So Jussie's off the show. Teresa's off the show. Now we've got Cody. Cody remains. He did a little funny this week. And then there's Gia, Teresa's daughter, who I'll do if she's funny, but she's not really funny. And then, yeah, there's a couple other people on there. So I'll hang in there. But as long as Cody's on there, I'll keep doing it. But, whew, okay, that's a lot. What a mouthful. I can really gab, can't I, guys and gals and friends? So I wanted to touch base on some Sister Wives thoughts, the weather. How are you all doing? Ethel, how are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Everybody else out there, the silent members, I hope you guys are doing okay. And last live stream I did, my tooth broke. I wanted to remember that. I think you may have witnessed. And I went to get it fixed that week. Guy told me I did a really good job and I really broke it well. And he fixed it. And sure enough, the piece, he's like, but if this piece doesn't hold, you're going to need a crown. The piece fell off like 2 days later, I think. I didn't notice it. All of a sudden, like, I'm eating food and it's going like into a freaking Grand Canyon between my teeth. Really uncomfortable. So I'm going back to the dentist this week in case anybody cared. So I don't know. I don't want to go into too much about the career stuff. I have the agent. I've been getting very sparse auditions right now. I had one audition with my new agent so far. And okay, that's good. I'm doing okay too. That tells you a lot. Okay is very like specific. I hope everything's all right. Yeah, so career stuff is just very, I had an opportunity to do some gigs, singing in a kind of a group, a male singing group, and I was really close to doing it, but I had a weird feeling in my gut, and I backed away. I didn't do it. I don't know what it was. I had a really strong feeling in my gut, and I just didn't do it. So I had a little opportunity for a little work, and it would have taken me away from my family, a lot of traveling, a lot of work for when I really spaced it out. It was actually kind of like, I would have to work 7 days a week on all this material and learn it in my own space here off of videos. And I was going to end up getting paid about unemployment wage when it was all said and done. And so I just backed out. It was a little tense, a little stressful. These are stressful times, but I still believe, but it's a little harder. You know, when I was a young actor coming up, I've been wanting to be an actor since I was in 5th grade. That's when I fully committed. You guys probably know this. I've been dead set, and I'm not wavering on my. But it's like I said this before. I'm an omni artist. I paint, I sing, I write songs, I do all this stuff. And people told me, "Oh, you're like a shotgun blast. Your pellets are everywhere. We need to get more focused. Be laser focused." And I'm like, I am laser focused. You can't tell me I'm not laser focused. Right now, I am laser focused on my Slippo books and my channel content. And as soon as I get an audition, I will be freaking laser focused on that as well. And it's just hard. It's hard for people who are not in the business. Sometimes people don't understand why you need to create your own work. I've come to doing this channel because I need to create work for myself. So when this channel succeeds, I'll have thousands of videos and I will have perfected the craft of making goofy parodies at the very least and consider myself a comedian now. But you know, anyway, it's tough. It's a tough time because it's been a kind of a long time I've been doing this now. So for the channel to be dipping is frustrating and again, this is not a blame. I'm not blaming anybody. If anything, just the YouTube, just, you know, whatever is meant to be, because you can't force it. If it's not good enough or if it's not finding its audience, then you can't force it. So hopefully organic growth will come my way and we'll start getting some gains here. But Sister Wives' new season is on. And I had a nice gain last week. And then this week so far, I haven't really gained anything. So we'll see. We'll see. Last year with the new season, it was exponential for like 2 months. So I think that pretty much covers it, my friends. I just wanted to touch base. I miss you guys. I miss the live streams. Like, it's funny, if you guys remember, if you're with me, if you're close with me, you remember that in the beginning of the year, I was doing an off-Broadway play in the city as an understudy, and I did a lot more live streams from the city. And I felt like I was more close with the channel then. I was posting those Megan shorts, and Megan did really well. But again, posting the vertical shorts doesn't really net me anything other than some subscribers. But those subscribers tend to fall off after time because they're like, "Where's the vertical shorts?" I really like doing the wide stuff. All right, so if you're out there and you have a grandchild or a niece or a nephew or little kids in the neighborhood or your own children, or you want to give something out for Halloween that's not candy or rotten apples, please pick up a copy of Slippo the Hippo's Pumpkin Surprise on Amazon. It's $9.99. I lowered my books prices. They originally were $10.99. I lowered them to $9.99, so I earn $1.79 per copy I sell. I can't lower it anymore. That's just what it is for now. I would wish I could sell it for less. I really wish, but I can't. Thank you, Ethel. I will. I'm going to get off now and run and wash my face and throw on some clothes and give my little guy a good old time. But yeah, so if you need something to hand out at the holidays, or if you have anybody who needs a new children's book, please check out Slippo the Hippo on Amazon. It would help a lot. And leave a review. I sold probably about 12 to 15 or 16 copies of the first version, and I've sold maybe 7 or 8 copies of the second book so far. So yeah, I'm hoping to catch a little fire with my Slippo the Hippos, but as it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Amazon, YouTube. It's all about, like, you know, going viral or catching a wave and catching the algorithm and stuff like that. Excuse me. So you never know. I really don't know what else I can do, except I'm just going to keep trying to get better. And I guess that's it, y'all. That's it. Thank you all so much. Ethel, thanks for stopping by. ACN, thank you. And everyone else, I see there's been some other people who've dropped in. And if you're going to watch the replay, thank you so much. I got a Gino video coming at 12 today. If you want to watch it right now, become a channel member and great ones are higher. If not, it'll be out at 12. And take a look at my Patreon. There's other ways you can help out if you'd like. And no pressure, of course. Just watching the videos and commenting and subscribing is more than I could ask for. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. How did I do? Let's see, 34 minutes. That's more than enough. I've rambled long enough. You've been here for me. You've supported me. I hope you had a nice day. I hope you have a great day. And if you're in the reach of this crazy weather, stay safe. And my mom keeps telling me, charge your generator. I got one of those little, like, battery power, or one of those little handheld generator things. It could probably power freaking nothing much. But all right, guys. Thank you so much. Love you all. Really appreciate the time and the support. You're the best. Have a good one.